Hi friends, welcome to Aishudiy. Today we are going to do a different necklace video. It's a choker that I am designing. I want to share it with you guys how to make this choker. A choker is something that comes close to your neck. So I'm using this quick links and it's about, let me say, it's about 3/4 of an inch, and you can use any jump rings you have. It should be closed. That's the only criteria. And then I have here some 11 or seed beads, very pretty. It has a cut to it, you can see even in the camera. It has a rainbow color effect, but still it's a pinkish orange color. And I have here some chain. We need some extender chain because it's a this one is a choker. In the back you need adjustment uh, for our neck, so it depends upon who is going to wear it and how big their neck is. Everybody's necks are in different size, so we need some chain. Then we need a clasp of your choice, like any clasp would work fine. I would go for a lobster claw rather than toggle because it needs to be tight, or you can use a magnetic clasp as well. But if you're using an extender chain, lobster claw clasp is the one to go. So no toggle clasp or no magnetic clasp. Okay, I'm gonna use a lobster claw clasp with this project, and open this lobster claw clasp. It's just tight. So we need seed beads. These are lavender seed beads. You can use any kind of seed beads that you have. So 8 odd, 15 odd, um, even 10 odd seed beads, whichever you find it is easy to grab, go ahead and get that. And we also need some wire. I'm using here 24 gauge wire, bead landing artistic wire. So this is the wire I'm using, but you can also use 20 gauge wire as long as it fits in the beads that you are using. I'm using here seed beads. You can use any other beads you want, crystal, rounder, whatever beads you have available, you can use it. But I thought this dainty seed beads looks nice with this links. So let's learn how to make this. I have here 2¼ inch of wire. Yes, 2¼ inch of wire. So that should be enough for, and the distance between each link is also upon your preference. So I have here 15 seed beads in between. If you increase or decrease depending upon that, you need the wire length. So this is 2/4 of an inch, and I am just bringing it into a U, making like a bow to form a loop. And then I'm gonna take a link and then add this loop into the link before closing it. So there we go. And then you make a wrap loop. When you are making a loop, make a tight loop. You can use it, use your pliers to wrap with it, or you can use your fingers as I'm using it right now, and then snip off the excess wire. Then straighten your wire and then take 15 seed beads in your wire. Just 15 is what I am taking, but it's totally up to you. You can increase or decrease as per your preference. 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Once you got all the beads, make sure your wire is straight and then take the other end of the wire, put your round nose pliers on top. As you can see, I have quite a lot of wire for a wire wrap loop, and I'm making a loop. But before closing the loop, I am adding it to this link. In your case, you will add it to another link. So here we go. Just make sure your seed beads are not in the way and all the seed beads are down, and the link goes into the loop, and then hold everything together and wrap. Just 2 wraps is more than enough. You don't have to have a lot of wrap, but this much wire is needed in order to make the wrap nicely and neatly. Otherwise it's kind of little bit difficult, but if you can manage to do it, then you can work off the spool and then not waste any wire. That's totally up to your level of comfort. Tuck in the tail. Just make sure you don't break the seed beads. And this is how we form the link. And I am adding 2. As you can see, 1 is not enough. 2 makes a lot of body there, so it looks nice. So I'm doing the same, making a loop just like that, and then this time I'm gonna put it inside the one of the loop that I already have in the chain. Then I'm holding everything together and I'm gonna wrap it twice. And then snip off the excess wire, and then pick up 15 seed beads. So as for beads, you can combine seed beads with crystals, roundels, whichever you prefer. I have quite a lot of seed beads in my hand, and with my eyes it's difficult to do bead weaving projects, so I am sticking to bead stringing or putting it on the wire, something like that. I'm just figuring that out. So 10, 11, 12, come on, 13, 14, and 15. There we go. So it doesn't have to be just seed beads, and it doesn't have to be even single color. You can actually do 2 colors with this one color in one strand, another color in another strand. I thought about it, but then I decided to go with just this. So here we go. And then now I'm going to putting the second thing that to the this one is the one which I find it a little bit difficult. Maybe the direction changes and it's hard to wire wrap this thing. The tail is long, as you can see, it gets stuck here. Just make sure you move everything away and just have this one, and then just do the wrap. Once you're done, snip off the excess wire and tuck in the tail. When you're tucking in the tail, make sure you don't press the seed bead, otherwise you're going to break the seed beads. Okay, now we have this. It's 24 gauge because it's very, very forgiving, so even if it is a little bit wonky, you can just straighten it out and it comes out really nicely. You're going to do this for the length of your necklace, so you can keep this around your neck and then kind of figure out how many you need. I need 2 or 3 more. I'll show you guys one more time. So this is our link, the last link that we have, and then take the wire and cut about 2¼ inch So this will be a great gift for younger kids. I mean kids or young adults. Choker is very popular among them, college students and everybody. And it's a dainty necklace. It's very everyday use, or even for a night dinner, or it's really you know that kind of some um, jewelry that we own. We love it so much, but we cannot wear it quite often because it's heavy. But these kinds are like the ones that we use the most because it's comfortable to wear at the same time. It adds a nice touch of color and style, I guess. And teenagers and tweens, they like these necklaces too. They don't like bulkier ones. So here we go. A snip of the excess wire, just like that. And there is a tail. Let me snip it off a little bit more. There we go. No, there is no tail. So go ahead and then straighten this wire out a little bit. You can also use your nylon jaw pliers to straighten it out. And load the beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First I wanted to do 20 beads, but then I put it on and saw it was way too long, and I'm using 24 gauge. So I didn't want to push it along. So if it is this much, it's easy for it to bend. So I didn't want that to happen. So bend the wire to 90 degrees, reposition your pliers on the bend, and then take it around your mandrel. You have like a question mark, and then you take a quick link, add it to the loop. Just make sure you don't have any seed beads coming out. As you can see, it did come out. So I'm making sure that it doesn't come out. It's just going to be the link. And take it, hold it, wrap it. Snip off the excess tail. And tuck in the small tail. Okay. And then one more. Before closing, make sure you add it to the previous link. You have to connect these two links with seed beads. That's all we are doing. So you can just move everything on this side. Okay. And wrap it. Snip off the excess tail. Straighten your wire. and load your beads. $14 and $15, and bend it to 90°, make a loop, make sure add this link, there we go. And once you have that, hold it with your pliers, the loop and the link, and then make the wrap. Snip off the excess wire. Tuck the tail. Oopsie. Okay, there we go. So I have here 5, 6, 7, 8 links made already, and I need at least one more link, I think, and then I'll meet you guys. Hi friends, welcome back. We are making this choker necklace, and I'm done with connecting all the links, and I have here say 4, 5, 9 links. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some chain and lobster claw clasp, and because I have only 1-inch gap for my neck, so if I add the clasp here and some chain, then I can adjust the length of my necklace in the back. So for that we need some jump rings. Any jump rings will work. So to connect the lobster claw clasp, excuse me, I bumped the camera, and here we go. These jump rings are good enough. So let's take our tweezer nose pliers and bent nose pliers to open the jump ring. Add the lobster claw clasp to one end of the jump ring and the link, and then close it. Okay, just like that. And I shall try to do one more jump ring if it is possible, because these links are very thin. It's flat on this side and very thin on the other side. Let me just find out if I can do one more jump ring. That all depends upon the hole of the lobster claw clasp, you know, if it is big enough. Come on. One more jump ring is all we need. No, that's okay. I guess one jump ring is good enough. And for this side, I'm just going to add some chain. This is just a regular cable chain that I have from beadboxbargains.com. So 3 inches is good enough in my opinion. I'm just going to snip off 3 inch of chain, and then add my jump ring to the chain and to the link, and close it with needle nose or tweezer nose pliers. So here we go, we have connected this, and now what we can do is we can that's how you finish your choker, so that you have enough links to put it where whoever has a neck bigger or smaller, they can do it. They have a smaller neck, they can actually hold the lobster claw clasp here. That way it's easier. But to have a finished look, I want to add a simple thing here. So if you have a ball head pin or any head pin for that matter, you can just add a crystal or something in the back. So I have here a pearl actually, or I can even do this red bead. It's so big. I want some teeny tiny bead. Okay, this can work. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm just going to add a seed bead and this orange bead, which kind of looks nice, and then a seed bead. That's all. And then I'm gonna make a loop, a wrap loop, and then I'm gonna add it to the chain. That marks the end of the chain. That gives it a finished look, as you would buy in costume jewelries from outside in the store or so. So we're just marking the end of the extender chain, and then snip off the excess wire. Make sure to tuck in the tail. And that's it, voila. Our choker necklace is ready. And I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for notification, and I do upload videos couple of times a week. This one will just sit on your neck really nicely. As a bracelet also, it looks good. I hope you guys like this. Give it a thumbs up. Write to me. I would like to read your comments, please.